God told Kevin Hart to relax. Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, get something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave me the choke. Couple new ones, lost a couple friends, and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony, my grind. Handle your business, handle your business. Loyal and honor, don't break no bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. No, what? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave me the choke. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave me the choke. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave me the choke.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Try the ground game here with the running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready? Blue lady. Come on.
Second down, Winston. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, 76 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off play action. Newton. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a play fake here on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Set 180. Gun. 20.
To throw again. Newton. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Hey.
To the air again, Newton. Broken tackle. Oh, breaks another. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick it. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The first down carry for Davis. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Hey. Gun. Do something. Hey.
There's Newton now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Winston now. He finds Beckham complete. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, he's picking up where he left off last week. A tackle for loss there. And remember, coming off the end a week ago, 4 of them.
And I like how you said picking up, because that means he's probably using his hands really well. I know people don't think about it a whole lot. He's got to use those to control the people trying to block him, shed them, and get to the ball carrier in the offensive backfield.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Hey, let's go, let's go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. gun, Newton. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Hey, let's get a conversion.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 63 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the 1st down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a... Two-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the gun, Winston throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
At their own 24. They begin with a run by Davis. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Underneath to Davis. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Hey! What is it?
A shotgun snap for Newton. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Ready? Gun.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. And that's caught by Smith. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll try and run for it with Davis. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Set. I get it.
Here's Newton. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. From the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Gano's kick is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And the Giants ready to come out now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Ready. Black 22. Even. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jameis now on first down. And Winston lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. Off the play fake, Winston. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half starts with a run by Davis, and he's able to plow forward Up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run it again here with Davis. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The Panthers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
4 down, check, 4 down. 20.
Newton to throw. And incomplete here on third down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll try to get the run game going. Here's Davis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw on second down is Newton. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Right there to 3.
On third down, here's Williams. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So make it 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you could probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
play action. Winston trying to lay one up deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Second and goal from the 6 this time. He's going to get it running right. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hey, ready. You ready. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch.
Had to enforce the field goal attempt that went through.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Set. 180. 180.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And they'll run it here. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Hey, pull down. Ready. Black 22. Hey, sub. Let's go. Green, triple C. Let's go.
2nd down, Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down. To throw, Winston. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down. But this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Taken in at the 22. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the last time that they were on the field, little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ready, 125.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. The Giants on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Winston. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, Winston. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Winston. He sets to fire deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Let's convert.
They'll throw again. Winston. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Panthers coming out now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Motion, motion! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go!
Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Easy, easy, easy.
And they'll go on the ground. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Ready? Blue 80. Let's go.
Now Winston. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn, you don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
That boy's got 4 down. Let's go.
To throw is Winston. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire, and that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Panthers. 41 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Giants on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle to Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. He'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. His throw incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.